Okay, Darren, for this property, we're going to be headed on down to Pepperwood and Sandy. And of course, Pepperwood is one of the nicest subdivisions in all of Salt Lake. It's a gated community. It's got a really nice HOA that's got pools and stuff. One of the things I really love about this area is how many beautiful trees they have, and the landscape, the topography of this particular subdivision is just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it looks very eastern.
Yeah,
actually.
right?
Yeah, lush, beautiful.
Yeah, and these houses, some of them have been in there for a while. This particular home was built in 1978, and so a lot of people have gone in there and remodeled these homes. And you've got some newer homes that are going on there, and you've got some ones that have been decked out and remodeled. And this is a great example, one that's gone through and they've done some just absolutely beautiful remodeling. Look at that kitchen.
Yeah, it looks brand new.
Yeah, this is up to standard with the brand new construction plus. I mean, the type of quality of work that they put into this house. They didn't remodel this to sell this. They remodeled this thing to live in it, obviously, because they spent a ton of money. Beautiful woodwork, and I really like the accents and all the stuff they put into this.
Yeah, I love that tray ceiling.
Yeah, really cool, huh?
Cool, yeah.
Yeah. Real popular. That glass block there that you see behind the range is real popular right now.
Nice woodwork on the cabinetry there and the hood.
Yeah. They really deck. As you can see, this would fit a huge family. I bet you could probably have 20 people over for dinner at this house if you wanted to.
Well, I noticed there was 2 islands.
Yeah, 2 islands. Then they have that huge table as well.
Yeah.
And boy, it's just whenever remodeling a house, the majority of the money goes into a kitchen. Kitchen's one of the most expensive things to remodel.
Right.
And you can see by the size of that kitchen, how they remodeled it, that must have cost a lot of money. And going here into the master bath here, and they really put a lot of money just right where you want to do it. Kitchen, master bath. Take a look at that new closet that they added in. They must have remodeled it. That must have been another bedroom or something, because it's absolutely huge.
Yeah. I love the idea of another island there with the cabinetry in the closet.
Yeah, it's kind of
pretty cool idea.
Yeah, it's great. Of course, plantation shutters throughout. Big office, just what you got to have for a house like this. On a house like this, though, you're really buying this neighborhood. They've decked it out, obviously, but the location there in Pepperwood up in Sandy is just, like I said, it's gated. It's just absolutely beautiful. The neighbors, the HOA. Take a look at this backyard. Does this almost look like your own park?
Yeah, it does. In fact, it doesn't even look like you're in Utah.
No. It's spectacular. They've got a nice little outside living area. They've got this real nice waterfall, and they obviously must do a lot of work on their landscaping, because it's just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. I love how you have that covered porch, the backyard there. It gives you access to all the views regardless of the weather.
Yeah, it's great. And this one's situated right up next to the mountains. We're going to kind of do a flyby here in just a minute, because I thought it was really important to kind of get an idea of where you're sitting in this particular neighborhood. There's the pool there with the HOA, which is very, very nice.
Conveniently located.
Yeah. There's a look. So you're on just about a half an acre here at 0.52 acres. And there you go. Take a look at the mountains, how close you are, and just absolutely spectacular property. I think it's a steal of a deal at $819,000. This week's featured property, we're in Highland, Utah, and we're in the Mercer Hollow subdivision. So Rosalind, one of the things I really like about this property, it's right next to a dry riverbed, and so there are no neighbors over there. And of course, off the back of the property, there are no neighbors there either. So this property just goes out forever and ever. And of course, it's almost 9,000 square feet with 9 bedrooms, 4 full, 2 3/4 and 1/2 baths, and it's on 0.8 acres. It's almost a full acre, and of course, they've decked out the inside. Isn't this beautiful?
I love this kitchen. The custom cabinets and the granite countertops are just beautiful.
They did a really good job of bringing kind of that warm, that new kind of modern style in there. I really like it. And I really like the way it situates right next to this big open entertaining area where they've got those two-story ceilings and those big picture frame windows. Very nice work.
I love how the light just kind of comes in and illuminates the room.
Now headed in here into the bathroom, then the master bath, I really love they situated the tub in the middle of the room and then did a walk-through shower with his and her closets back and behind, and there's plenty of room. It's really nice, and their fireplace is of course a look through from the master bedroom into the bath, which is really nice. One of the things I really like about their master bedroom, they situated right off the back of the property, and so the views are over the big, huge, expansive backyard, and of course it walks out right onto their big deck.
And as we head upstairs, we'll see 2 bedrooms.
I kind of like this kind of reading area that they have as you first come up those stairs, a place where you can kind of sit and just kind of hang out in a neutral area, and then it's got a couple bedrooms off there and another bath. Great place where you can just get away if you needed to in the house. Headed down into the basement, they've got it fully finished out here. They added in a second kitchen. As you see there, they have their own little soda station, so you can literally pour your own sodas from your just like your restaurant or something. They've got a mother-in-law apartment down there, and it's a walkout, so there aren't any stairs you have to deal with. So if you have somebody living in the basement, they just come right in the back and walk in, and of course it's full daylight. They've got, of course, that game room, and then it looks right into that entertainment area.
And the majestic views in the backyard, it's like a park-like setting.
Yeah, they've really put this one together well, and they of course, that's completely flat, so you can do all kinds of entertaining or having games out there. But off to it would be considered the north of the property, they got a perfect sledding hill for those winter days. And of course, the crown jewel of this property is this 1,247 square foot pool house where they put a Michael Phelps swim spa and a hot tub. They put a control for lighting and entertainment system in here, and they've left room for a ping pong table or even your workout equipment. And one of the things I really love about it is no matter what the weather's like here in Utah, you can just blow those big doors open and take advantage of that weather. And they've also put blinds in each one of the windows, so privacy is not an issue. So there you have it, incredible views, expansive space, and it's situated, a park-like setting that you can literally use year-round. Morris, for this one, we were headed up into the upper hills of Bountiful, and take a look at this beautiful home.
Wow.
Just an absolute masterpiece. You're looking right now at about $900,000 worth of landscaping and pool. And as you can see just at those aerial views, this place is absolutely fabulous.
It is beautiful.
The landscaper on this one did an amazing job. As you're looking through the landscaping, there are things that come into season for every time. So it evolves through the year. So except during the winter, of course, it's cold. And when it's cold, take a look at the roof line up there. They've got 3 different ways on the roof to melt the roof, and then it's also got a heated driveway.
Those are so nice.
But those are really expensive items.
They are.
But the person that originally owned this home didn't spare any expense when they built this out. It didn't matter what it cost. They were going to do it, and they were going to do it right. And you can tell by when you walk into the front entry of this house, big, huge, vaulted ceilings on the main floor, and just darling colors, right?
Very impressive.
Very impressive home. When I walked in here, I'm inspired. I love to be inspired. Take a look at this. This Venetian plaster. That ceiling is all hand painted to perfection.
That is incredible.
The views, if we're looking out those views, those look out over the valley like you were flying in on an airplane, and there's unobstructed, just absolutely beautiful. Walking into the kitchen, again, it's just more perfection. As you can see, all the colors and styles just roll together, and the decorations that they put in here are just darling. I love this property. When I saw it, I was like, we gotta talk about this.
Yeah, and this kitchen makes you want to stay in the kitchen.
It does. It's some beautiful views out. Take a look at their appliances. You got the 3 stoves, but there's that view. Now look at the view, because you're looking across at another mountain on the other side, but you're kind of in a gully or in a valley, probably, well, not a valley, you're up on the mountains, but it's kind of a bluff on the other side, and you're looking at these beautiful homes. The houses run up here. They got to be from $1 million up to about 10 million up in this area. So you're looking out at some spectacular homes. Your home fits in perfect, because there's nobody who looks at this one and wonders.
One of the most amazing views in this area.
It really is, and it's hard to get it. As we walk into the study right off there, these are suede walls right here, and all those built-ins are going to stay with the home.
That's an eye for detail right there.
Just amazing. I can't say enough. It's got the double stairs coming upstairs. As you can see, it comes in from both sides. Again, they take advantage of the views up there, which you got to have. And the master bedroom, of course, it's on the best part of the whole house, which is the upper level on kind of that west side that looks over the whole valley. And they were able to put the windows in just places that you can be looking outside.
That's incredible.
I'm telling you, this one, at the price we're talking, this is really a value, because you had to replace this home. You can't even, if you just did the upgrades on this house, you can't replace it. And so you get the incredible lot, you get all the pool. Wait till you see the pool in the downstairs. I mean, it is a standout.
Nice.
I love real estate, right?
Yeah.
But it's very few times that I come into a property, I'm just taken back. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is the second master that's on this house. Actually has 5 bedrooms. 3 of them I would consider masters, because they're en suite and they're really large in size. This one right here is also upstairs, but I wouldn't so much consider this like a master. It's a good size, really beautiful room, but it has 3 clear like masters. You walk in, oh, that would be a master bedroom.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. As we go down to the lower level, you're going to see it's a standout, absolutely beautiful. Look at this.
That's so cool.
Again, these are leather walls, and you can't really pick it out. One of the nice things about this property is you're looking through it, it's all electronically controlled, so everything is from your smartphone, and there's also some iPads in the house, so you can control all the electronics, all the lighting, all the sound, everything that goes on the whole house. The gym is just absolutely beautiful right there.
That is.
Yeah. And again, entertaining. Everything in this house is about entertaining and bringing people in, enjoyance, styles, and colors. This is that third master I was talking about. But one of the standouts on the property, we're only going to look at for a second, is the home theater. They got about $250,000 into this home theater. They got rumblers in the seat, 15-inch subwoofers in the electronics. Absolutely amazing.
Incredible, yeah.
But the standout about this whole property is really when we walk out into the backyard, because you get this pool.
Oh, that is so nice.
In the pool, when it was designed, they said, I don't care what it costs, I want the nicest pool that you can put in the ground. And right now the wind was blowing, so you couldn't look down into it, but it's got this beautiful tapestry on the bottom of the pool, which is so nice. It's got the hot tub that sits on the side, and you really can take in the beauty of that view.
Such a great view for an evening in the hot tub.
Look at this, and you look at across. Talk about it, you're having a house party over there on the far, or a pool party out there, and all your guests are hanging. I mean, this looks like a hotel right here.
It does.
It really does, and they didn't spare any expense. Take a look at this. They've got a place where you can go change. They've got lockers on the left-hand side. They've got all the appliances out there, and they've got a little place for a fire pit, and they've got right behind here, which we're only going to see from the top for just a quick second. They've got all this beautiful stuff for growing, all these growing stuff right on the bottom right there. And there it is. And look at the houses off in the view, these beautiful houses. You're right up there. Okay, take a look at the outside of this house. Of course, we're headed to one of the best neighborhoods, which is Mill Creek, of the whole valley. But take a look at the landscaping and the mature trees that they have. These are the type of trees you can't recreate.
No, they've been there forever, and there's no way to replace those.
And take a look at the roof they put on. That's a 100-year roof. This is literally last forever. But take a look at what the landscaping looks like during the summer. Just amazing, right?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, obviously you can tell that they put a lot of love into the property itself.
And it's really designed that you can enjoy this house 4 seasons. So everywhere you're looking around the house, you're going to see these beautiful views. But this was a house that somebody went into. Sometimes you see these flips and stuff, but this is a house that somebody really loved, and they took a very amazing house and they made it they really like stepped it up and made it beautiful. Look at those beautiful windows in the corner.
Yeah, that's gorgeous, and that's no small expense either.
To do that, you have to understand they have to go in, and I mean, there's all kinds of structural stuff you have to add in to be able to do that. But this is an elegant home that it's something that you could bring your friends into and just be proud, because it's not like everything else.
Oh yeah, you can't find anything like this right now. I mean, just like this, you have to create it, but you know, your average flippers and things aren't doing that. This is love.
And years of work and love and putting this together. Now notice the different scenery, and as you look out the window, everyone, even though it's winter outside, notice how beautiful, even during the winter, we're getting beautiful views. They've got this little butler pantry over here where you can be cooking and cleaning and stuff, and then close that off, and so you can be still have people over. And again, they took advantage of those beautiful doors that open up so you can make the outside inside and the inside outside. And then they did these creative little living spaces that are right outside, which is just in style with what the builders are trying to do right now, right?
Yeah, you have like a handful of different views, a handful of different backyards, and just different places to entertain. I mean, this is definitely a house to bring people over and entertain for sure.
Oh, just amazing. And you can see when you're outside, you got this beautiful fireplace. It's inside, outside, and the construction, the quality of the doors they put in here, and these livable spaces outside. Of course, right now it's in the middle of winter, so we're enjoying kind of that winter landscape. Well, we're kind of headed towards spring right now, but we got a little picture here that's going to show it during the summer. Look at that.
Wow.
And there you get to see the roof and how it really comes through, and the green trees that are out there. And very, very classy, clean work. This was a complete extension that they added onto the house off the one side, so vaulted ceilings. So the whole master has been redone, which is a great place to put some money.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and again, you can see that they took advantage of those, another view into the backyard, those beautiful trees, and they didn't spare any expense when they went into the master bath.
Very cool, very well done, every detail.
Notice how the styles and everything are completely clean. They transform. They could have been good 50 years ago, and they're good now. As you're looking through, this is like a second master, but all the styles and design there's nothing that dates the house. Even though it was built originally around the 50s, it's keeping all that cool style and design.
Oh yeah, all the way down to fixtures and the door casings, window casings, just everything.
Yeah, I just absolutely, this is such a unique, perfect house that somebody has loved and put the right kind of touches into it, and the right location, and it's really something you want to bring your friends to. It's for somebody that wants to be a home enthusiast and really enjoy their home in the way that they did, because they've enjoyed this home. And
yeah, you're going to show off a little bit, bringing people over to your house.
I mean, because it's so unique. I mean, look at this room. I mean, the size of the big, huge windows that look out perfectly on that backyard. But again, another backyard. There's another angle that we're looking out in there. And this is a little office off the entry as you come in. Again, they opened up all the windows, and again, walking into another living space outside. And here's kind of some look at this landscaping. All the mature trees, you can imagine during the summer, as that thing greens up and all those trees fill in, and there's some pictures of it. I'm such a huge fan of this. It's classic architecture that somebody has brought into and added all these nice touches into. Somebody's going to really love this home.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're going to fall in love the second you walk through this yard in spring.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be sold by then. But I tell you, if we get a chance, we're going to want to go back and film this thing again, because it would look so good during the spring and summer. Right now, of course, we're enjoying the winter weather, but we're I guess we're real early spring at this point. But boy, I tell you, this is a special house and a great location. It's really hard to go wrong. Okay, take a look at these views, Billy. You're not gonna believe this house. Take a look.
Alrighty, Jay, the front door's got me.
This is one of my favorite homes, and believe it or not, we've actually sold this house before on the show a couple years ago. And look at the water feature, and it was one of my favorite houses then, and it's come back up on the market. And I tell you, this thing is decked out and is just one of my favorite homes we've ever had on the show.
Yeah, corner lot, curb appeal. I mean, the landscaping's gorgeous. The mountain's right behind it. What else can you ask for?
Yeah, wait till you see the inside and take a look at this. This is a true masterpiece. This is like a parade of homes, but this one of the nice things about this house, the cellar, when we took this video, which was a couple years ago, we included in the sale all the furnishings, and now the cellar, again, as they sell it, again, including all the furnishings. So the way you see this house is the way it's gonna be sold. And look at it, it's just drop dead, so much style.
Yeah, every single angle, Jay. I mean, you've got trim around all the, the areas that look into the other rooms, trim up to the ceiling. I mean, look at the lights, the fans, all the craftsmanship in this house is gorgeous.
It's really thought through. It's a designer. The gentleman was a builder that built it. He built it for himself, and he just every few years he's all set up, and so every few years he just goes and builds a new house for himself, a completely different style and design. So he built this one out, and as he goes to sell it, he just like, hey, I'm gonna go buy and build something new. So why don't I just sell all the stuff with it? So you can literally walk in like it's a really unique piece. It's not like a Utah piece. It's got kind of a Vegas vibe to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's built out in so much custom work, and I just absolutely love this house.
Yeah, this is definitely where a lot of the style's going to in those types of places like the Vegas market, where you have a lot of the trim and the open rooms. And I mean, you just look at the art. The art was picked out, the lights that were underneath in the cabinets in there in the kitchen, that's great touch. The bright lights up above it, they're really modern. You can see everything you said, everything was really thought out, and this house is very well planned out and a lot of light. That's my favorite. I love all the windows.
Lots of windows. The master's on the main floor, off on the far side, so you can watch the sunset go down. And you're look at this beautiful tub set in the corner right here. Just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's huge, and fireplace in the bathroom. What else can you ask for?
Yeah, you can't see it right now. It's a little hazy, but when you're up there and it's nice and clear outside, it looks like you're flying in an airplane because you're up so high on the mountain. You're looking over the whole valley. And we'll see those kind of lights and everything a little later here in the video as you're seeing through a really nice design, because on the one side you have the master, on the other side you've got another bedroom. And one of the best parts about this is the walkout basement, which is just to die for. It has a 4-car garage, and it's also got a bathroom out there inside the garage,
That's awesome.
And
it's
RV
super helpful
parking on the side.
Yeah, I mean, if you're out there working on something, instead of dragging a bunch of dirt or grease or whatever into your house, that's a great touch. Again, a really forethought out idea, on a use of an area in the house.
Yeah, and take a look at this bar and entertainment center. Now keep in mind, all the furnishings, everything that you see in your view here is staying with the house as they sell it again. And it looks just as good as it does in the video right here. Talk about craftsmanship.
Yeah, this is amazing. I mean, the bubble lights back behind the bottles at the bar. I mean, this doesn't look like someone's basement. This looks like somewhere I would go on the weekend to hang out and play pool.
That's right. And you have to think about all the time it took to get all these pieces and put them all together, perfectly put together in this home theater is just to die for. I just love this.
Yeah, even that detail on the door walking into the theater right there, the handles are real. I mean, you could tell he thought out every single thing before it was done. Just the small touches like that, that's the difference between, wow, what a great house, and oh my God, look at this house.
Yeah, and take a look at this. You got the fireplace right above the tub. You got the separate shower and all the detail work on all the tile work and the lights. I mean,
the lights above the shower.
Wow. This is cool. Now look at your angle as you're flying over the top of this thing. This has come on the market right at just under 1.2 million, and I guarantee this thing's going to fly right off the shelves. Because where else are you going to buy something like this? What are you going to do? Build it?
That's a steal. Honestly, I'm shocked at that price. This is going to go so fast.
And all the furnishing, I can't say enough. I mean, if you want to enjoy your life and sit up on the mountain and just kind of be up there in North Ogden, this is a dream come true. I wish I could live up there. It's a little too far away for me, because I would buy this house.
Yeah, this is honestly, this is an entertainer's dream. If you like to have people over and you like to entertain, you like to have a good time, this is the house to do it. I mean, you have the bar down there, obviously the hot tub, the backyard with the fire pits, the view. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and here is a little look at the views from up there. You're looking out over the city, and take a look. They've got jellyfish lighting. They've got it all decked out like I talked about on this house. It is an absolute dream. We're so excited to have it back on the show. At just under 1.2, it's going to sell really fast. So take a look at this as we're flying over the top here. You're gonna see we're right up on this cul-de-sac right here, and take a look at this beautiful white home right here. Do you see it?
Absolutely, this is gorgeous. One of my favorite listings.
Really? You like this
This
one?
is so nice.
This house is spot on beautiful. Now keep in mind though, we're right up on this beautiful neighborhood. All these beautiful houses are very they're all $1 million plus. There's probably a house in there that's close to $5 million. You come up on the cul-de-sac, we come on this beautiful property, and it's a walkout basement on the back. And so this was a premium lot, and look at all the exterior, the work they did on this property.
Oh yeah.
A real standout. It's a real charmer. So as you're driving up out on the outside, you really notice this property. And take a look, we're going
It's
inside.
great. So light, detached garage. I mean, everything. They did not miss anything on this property.
And
It's
as you
beautiful.
walk inside, you say, a decorator must live here because this place is amazing. It's so beautiful, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, when you buy this property, when somebody goes to buy this, they're almost like, okay, we want all the decorations too, because it's been perfectly put together, and they keep it immaculate. The property looks like it's in, if you were selling a car, you'd say it's mint condition.
Absolutely. I agree
This-
with you 100%.
Yeah, and take a look at the style and design. Notice how everything is perfect. Look at the size of that table that they fit in there.
It fits perfectly with the island right there and the under counter lights. I mean, the kitchen is gorgeous.
It's just a standout, and all the big windows that they got off the back of that property into this beautiful backyard that they had. You can tell they didn't spare any extents. Look at those beautiful cabinets and all the light that
Yeah,
they
the
got in there.
woodwork and everything. I mean, this is the laundry room right here. I mean, look at how nice that is.
It's beautiful, and this is perfectly put right off the garage. So as you step up out of the garage going into, so you come right up those stairs right in there, and you go right into the kitchen, which is so
Perfect.
nice. And look at this. Now this is what they call a frog, or a finished room above the garage, which is a perfect place for the kids to go.
Oh.
Or you have an office or something like that. Or you could finish it off if you wanted to and have a nice little second master bedroom.
Yep, I agree. We have a place like that at our house,
Yeah.
and our kids are up there all the time playing.
Yeah.
That's their favorite spot.
Perfect place for them.
Yep.
And notice right here, you've got a couple bedrooms. So we actually have two bedrooms on this level, and take a look at the master. Of course, it's perfectly right on the back, so they get to take advantage of those big windows looking over the backyard, because they have a really beautiful backyard.
Oh yeah.
Nice his and her closet, good size closet too, which is really nice. And then you go into their master bath, and again, they didn't spare any extents. They didn't miss anything. Look at how beautiful.
Yep, I love it, the barn doors, and then here you have the pocket doors, right? So you usually
Yeah.
open a door and it's in the way.
Yeah.
But you slide these barn doors and the pocket doors, they've really thought this one through.
Just the right way to do it. And the shower in there is just absolutely massive. You actually walk inside the shower and you go around the corner, and that's when you go into the shower. It's,
Amazing.
yeah, they did
Really
a really marvelous job. And you can see all these different areas right here. Just creative use of the space. Now notice we're going what we consider would be a basement or a lower area, but look as you go down here, look at the light walking right down in there. What we don't like when we go into basements where you have to turn left or turn right, you gotta go around a corner, they call it, notice how this just opens up to massive expanse and windows walking right out. You might as well be on the main floor.
With that little kitchenette and the lighting, you feel like you're just in a normal house,
That's right.
not even a basement.
That's where they knocked it out of the park, and this house really went to the next level, is where you didn't go to the basement and lose half of the house.
Yeah, you feel
really-
like you're on the main floor.
That's right. Great design, being up on the cul-de-sac like that, and lots of bedrooms down the basement. So the house is actually finishes out at 8 bedrooms and, what is that, 6 baths. It's just over 200 square feet. And look at all the plantation shutters are on there, solid surface countertops. They didn't miss a beat here.
No.
And it's on almost a half an acre too, so you've got plenty of space and lots of rooms. And they've actually got some nice bonus spaces that they can add in too. There's lots of flexibility. If you wanted to make some of these rooms bigger, or you wanted to change the layout, it'd be real easy to do. But take a look at the deck on the back here, and look at this backyard.
When you look at the house, you're amazed by that, and you come out here, and that's like icing on the cake.
Didn't miss anything. Look at the back of the property, the size of the trees, now they're perfectly fit in there. The hot tub, notice the hot tub underneath that deck right there with the right offer, that's gonna stay in there.
So nice.
You got a nice little fire pit area on the back little corner. They did it right.
Yeah, they built in the seating around it. I mean, In the ground tramp, safety-wise for the
Gotta have
kids.
that. Isn't that
Yeah.
great? Now take a look at this. Now keep in mind, this is a 4-car garage. You got 2 attached to the house, and this is a detached garage, another 2 for 4-car. Now you go up the stairs, and here's your detached office.
Oh my goodness.
And they've got it all set up with hot and cold running water. If you want to add this and make it into a separate living area, you could totally do this.
So perfect.
This, I'm telling you, look at the size of that space right there. You could have a lot of people over and entertain, and look at that beautiful neighborhood. This is a good one. Take a look at this. I am so excited about this. Look at this beautiful neighborhood and all these amazing homes right up on this nice little kind of bench area right there in Farmington.
One of my favorite areas.
Yeah, Farmington is amazing, and the houses around this house fit it just perfectly. You know, they're just over that million. There's probably looking at houses between $1 million and $2 million in there, and just it's a great area that looks up on over the whole valley. And look at this property.
Oh,
It
so
is.
nice.
Yeah, this one is built out, as you can tell. Look at all the brick all the way around and all the beautiful landscape. They really put it together.
Yeah, the rock work and the bushes and trees, I mean, it's really, really appealing.
Yeah, and this, as we go inside and look around, you're gonna tell it's a really luxury property. But one of the really nice things, of course, is that pool. Pools are the hottest they have ever been in Utah. I think because of COVID, everybody's like, we gotta have a little sanctuary at home. And you can't even, if you try and contact a guy to buy a pool right now, to build one, it's not even possible. They're years out right now. So these properties have these pools all built in that are good values like this. They are unbelievably desirable right now in the
Absolutely.
marketplace.
I think where people before COVID were traveling a lot.
Yeah.
And now it's like, we got to stay home. What do we do? And the pool just makes it that much more fun for the
That's right.
kids.
In this property, look at that. I mean, it's hard to picture how big this property is when you step inside, but if you look at the size of the doors and then notice how tall the ceilings are,
Absolutely.
everywhere it's absolutely beautiful. And the views off the back right here, they've got this nice deck that goes out and it looks over just the most beautiful landscape. Just great.
Yeah, great property.
And of course, we know Farmington, of course, has got a it's got master on the main floors. We're going down the hall. Take a look at this big vaulted
I
ceilings.
mean, look at the ceilings and the woodwork and the texture of that. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
All custom done, as you can tell. They've got another bedroom on the main floor down there and a couple baths on the main, so they're all set up. So you got a little place where somebody can come and stay. And I mean, the property's got everything, and it is super, super clean. They've clearly really loved this property as they lived in it.
I agree.
Yeah. Here's a little, which could be a flex room right here on the main floor, could be an office, could be a little bedroom, and to get you a little sneak peek as you go down the stairs there, you got those double windows right there. Notice down in the basement, the ceilings are almost about 10 feet tall. They're about 9 and change, and it's a walkout as well. So as you go to the lower level, you know, you're a Ramble style house, and big vaults, and then you go downstairs and huge ceilings.
And I think that's where you see it when we get to the little kitchenette area.
Yeah.
Is most upper cabinets, they get cut off. See how it's right
Yeah.
there? They get cut off on the shore, but right here you even have space above those, and it just shows how really tall those ceilings are.
Yeah, it's hard to, until you go to the property, it's hard to imagine how big this home is. I mean, it comes across like a massive property, and the beautiful views off the back and everything, it's a real stunner.
And with that theater room that we just saw, the thing I like is that step up. Because what it does allows you to put a couch in the back and then a couch in the front, and almost like stadium seating.
Yeah.
A lot of space.
Put together really well. Whoever designed this home, from what I understand, it was the builder himself built this for himself. And so when they do that, they put all the extras in, put all the specialty, they're thinking outside the box. And it's really creative way they built this space out in the backyard. But really when it comes down to it, right now with COVID, people want a little palace.
Yeah.
And this is it. Take a look at the garage. You're looking at a 5-car garage here. We're about 1,800 square feet in the garage.
Most people have a 3-car garage. That's
Yeah.
massive.
It's absolutely just the way you want it. And as you step into the backyard, you're gonna notice all this nice landscaping that they put in multiple levels to the backyard, which is really nice. If you got your upper deck area, a little play area off the side there, and then it drops in off the back on the lower level, which is where you're gonna have your just beautiful pool.
Yep, and right next to the pool is a fire pit. So it's just really appealing. Everything they did was thought through and some more.
Yeah, and they did a really good job. You'll notice you're over the top of all the other houses. So you're looking, even on the lower level in here, you're looking over the top of all those houses so you get that nice clear view. You got your hot tub in the corner, and you got your little gazebo to cut down on that afternoon sun, and you got this amazing pool, all covered and ready to go.
With this slide, which my kids would be on that all day long.
Man, and this location is dynamite. Farmington is just growing, one of the best areas in the whole state to live, and you've got this beautiful property. I'm so excited about this one. Hey Spencer, I have to say, as I pulled up to the outside of the house, I was completely blown away. It's a unique style that we've really never seen anywhere around the Wasatch Front. So tell me a little bit about what you created here.
Well, it really is. You know, it was a lot of fun to build. What we're looking at now is the barnwood. Barnwood was collected from all over the country, from Utah, Montana, as well as New England. And we'll see a couple boards here that you can tell are 100 years old. They have the circle saw marks. The dark ones in particular that we're looking at came from New England. Those were rafter boards, and you can see all the nails in them. They just kept putting more and more nails in as they put the shake shingles on and didn't pull them out. I left them there. There's cut nails. There's a lot of character, as you can see, and it's just fun to know that this wood came from all over the country, not just one spot.
The cool thing about it is really, the house has a story.
Yeah.
It's just not like a production house.
Yeah.
There's stories and beams that come from everywhere, right?
And like this door, for example, it came from Kansas City, Missouri. It was a boiler room door, my front door, and so it's fireproof, explosion proof. It has the stamp on the inside that describes who made it, the Freiberg Company. It came out of old shopping center in the 1920s in Kansas City, Missouri. So it was really cool. The lever works, it opens great. It was difficult to fabricate and get it in, but it was well worth it.
You almost have to do the construction of the house around the different pieces that you put in here.
You really do. It took a lot of planning, a lot of structural planning, because as you see, there's a lot of weight in this home. The beams, for example, they weigh 4,000 pounds a piece, and they're 20 feet long and 8 feet tall, and so it took a lot of planning to crane those in. And at the same time we were craning those in, we had to crane in the hearthstone that you can see there, just underneath the fireplace.
So you basically have to bring those things in before the house is even built, and you have to put those in place, and the house is built around those because they're literally so big and so heavy, they can't come in afterwards.
Right, exactly. So those had to come in before the roof was put on. A lot of planning. The hearthstone there weighed 3,100 pounds, and so it had to be craned in and then moved after that to meet up with the fireplace.
Yeah, and it came out just absolutely beautiful. As you step back from this thing, it's got such a really warm feel and such a cool style. It's a great location in the valley. You notice the lighting fixtures, each one of them are all custom built. You don't go somewhere and buy something like this built and designed around the size and space.
Custom built, handmade out of barnwood to match the rest of the house.
Yeah, and just such a great, and you can see the metal that you brought in here that kind of just brings that style. And now going to the kitchen, tell me a little bit about what you did here.
So the cabinets, the white cabinets are alder. They're hand distressed. Each one of them is different, as you can tell. They're painted and glazed and clear coated. The island's barnwood. That barnwood came from Montana. It also matches the barnwood on the backsplash.
Yeah, and you can see the massive amount of detail that went into, I mean, just the rock that was done on it had to be all hand chiseled, right?
Yeah, the rock's all full bed stone, which is about 3 to 4 inches at least. Some of them are thicker. Some of those weigh 60, 70, 80 pounds. They're hand chiseled and dry stacked. It's an incredible amount of work. Just very, very detailed.
And you can see that, and that creates a style and feel as you're looking through the rest, but it has all the amenities that you would normally get in just a beautiful, something that's built right now.
Right, and you got the copper sink, you've got this pizza oven that looks like a pizza oven, but it's actually a place for the microwave. Just a lot of unique things like that. The floor was done. It was bought raw, so it was sanded, painted, stained, clear coated and shot down, and
that's a ton of work. That's a massive amount of work. Now headed into the master, which is on the main floor.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. Lots of light.
Yeah. So this headboard is 10 feet tall. This wood came from Clearfield, Utah, out of a barn there. You can see that these chains, 3/8-inch chains, hold this bed up. It's suspended. There's nothing underneath this bed.
And look at the red barnwood on the ceiling. That's all the natural color. You didn't paint that.
Correct. That was all old barnwood that I'd reclaimed.
Now headed into the master bath, again, you brought in all these styles and feel into it. Tell me about this.
Well, I didn't want anything to be store-bought, so I custom-made a lot of light fixtures. The mirrors are all custom-made. You can see the tile that surrounds the bathtub. That's a porcelain tile that matches the barnwood look.
So that's a unique location where you can use kind of a modern product, but still make it look like it's kind of old, perfect for that like this, right?
Exactly. It just kind of goes with the rest of the house, but it is a modern product that's got all benefits of modern construction.
That's great. And so on the main floor, we're 2.5 baths, right? 3 bedroom, 2.5 baths
Correct.
on the main.
Correct.
And then going down, and so the house on total is 5 bedrooms and 3.5 baths, right?
Yes.
Okay, so down on the lower level, it's got a place for an amazing home theater.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the office. We don't want to miss this.
Well,
right
yeah.
off the entry.
Right off the entry, yep. This is a custom-made desk as well. It's got a beautiful view out the window. You can see there's a water feature that's right outside that window in the swing. That's a lot of fun too.
So big home theaters designed to go down here in a step-down walkthrough, or step-down, which is kind of like a sunken theater.
Right.
And this is the legal accessory apartment, so you can legally rent this out, right?
Right, and I do. And the nice thing about this is the walkway going down to this apartment is completely covered, so we don't have to worry about weather or ice issues. It's nice stainless steel top grade appliances. It's 2 bedrooms, 1 bath down here. They have their own furnace. It is completely made to code, and so it's a great accessory apartment or mother-in-law apartment
And one of
option.
the nice things is the extra RV parking on the side is right there, so there's parking, which is perfect to go right into the.
Right.
Now looking off the back of the house, we can't stop talking about this because this is absolutely beautiful. You got this big pergola out there in a fire pit, but notice off in the distance there, that's the equestrian center, and then Utah Lake behind there.
Right, so the backyard is pretty much the equestrian park, and the view of Utah Lake's amazing.
And so this is very unique. So you got this beautiful house, and there are the walking trails for the equestrian center right off the back, those beautiful views, and there's a look at this. Now this house is an absolute masterpiece. It is totally unique, and it's normally these ones don't become available because houses like this are, but this one's, and now it's unique, and it's really ready for somebody to come in and love.